this afternoon is classical music. Classical music. And you'll decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second. And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns Classic Brit Award winners. Classic Brit Award winners.
Yeah, we're going to give you 6 clues on each pass to Classic Brit Award winners, or Classical Brit Award winners as they used to be called. 6 on each pass, 12 in all to have a go at home. Very best of luck.
Thanks, Richard. So we're looking for the Classic or Classical Brit Award winners described by these clues. Here's our clues up on the board, and here they are. We've got the British composer who wrote the theme tunes for the TV series Blackadder and the Vicar of Dibley, the Belfast-born flautist, knighted in 2001, the Chinese pianist who performed in the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games opening ceremony, the Welsh classical crossover artist who married film director Andrew Levitas in September 2014, the operatic group whose members are Urs Böhler, Sebastian Isambard, David Miller and Carlos Marin, and the British violinist whose 1989 recording of Vivaldi's Four Seasons became one of the best-selling classical albums of all time. I'll read those all one last time. The British composer who wrote theme tunes for the TV series Blackadder and the Vicar of Dibley, the Belfast-born flautist knighted in 2001, the Chinese pianist who performed in the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games opening ceremony, the Welsh classical crossover artist who married film director Andrew Levitas in September 2014, the operatic group whose members are Urs Böhler, Sebastian Isambard, David Miller and Carlos Marin, and the British violinist whose 1989 recording of Vivaldi's Four Seasons became one of the best-selling classical albums of all time. Mary, remember, we are looking for the winners of the Classic Brit Awards described by these clues.
I can't remember. My mind's gone blank in a panic. The only one that I can remember is, I think, it's Lang Lang, the Chinese pianist.
Lang Lang, says Mary. Lang Lang. OK, if you can score 7 or less, you're definitely into the head-to-head. Here's your red line. Get below that with Lang Lang, and you're there. It's right. It's a good answer, Mary. Very well done indeed. That scores you 1. Taking your total up to 43. Very strong indeed.
Tell you, your mind went blank at a perfect time then, because that is a terrific answer. Yeah.
Very good. Now, Sean. Sean, you're the high scorers at this point.
Yeah. Basically, Lang Lang was the one I was going to say. It was the only one I know as well. I'm just going to have to make something up because I have no idea. And say the 4 opera singers for the operatic group, whose members include...
I think he's saying the 4 opera singers.
Oh, the 4 opera singers. Oh, I see. Oh, right. The 4 opera singers. There we are. OK. Let's see if that's right. No red line for you. There we are. Yeah. I'm afraid not the 4 opera singers. That takes your total up to 150 there, Sean.
Have you ever thought of working in music marketing? It's a great name.
It's not bad.
That's what it says on the tin, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yes. Now then, Ranveer, good news. It doesn't matter what you score. However, I just wouldn't be at all surprised if you had some good answers here. Do you fancy talking us through that board?
There's a couple I might know. The Welsh singer who married in 2014, I can only think Catherine Jenkins. But I'm going to go for the operatic group. Something in the back of my head is saying Il Divo.
Il
That's
Divo?
what I'm going for, yeah.
OK, let's see if Il Divo's right. No red line for you. You're already through. How many people said Il Divo? It's absolutely right. Look at that. Down it goes. 4. Once again, unstoppable on that first podium there. Ranveer and Jaspal, 19 is your total.
Well played, Ranveer. They've had 3 UK #1 albums. They were named Artist of the Decade at the Classic Brits. Now, let's take a look through all of these. I bet you know the top one, the British composer.
Howard Goodall.
Howard Goodall, yeah, it's a very good answer. 2 points for that. The Belfast-born flautist.
James Galway.
James Galway. Would have scored you 12. You're absolutely right, Ranveer, about Catherine Jenkins. That would have scored you 20. And the bottom one?
Nigel Kennedy.
Nigel Kennedy is the answer. And that would have scored you 15. So Lang Lang is actually the best answer on the board, which is some going. That's some mind blank.
Isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it just? Well, thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair who are heading home with their high score of 150, I'm afraid it's Sean and Paddy. But we will see you again next time. I'm sure we'll see much more of you then. But meantime, thanks very much for playing, Sean and Paddy.